Yo, what's up guys? So I wasn't able to get this stud out, so I'm just gonna leave it in and use the two that I have left. I'm not really too worried about exhaust leaks, mainly because, like I said, I'm doing an engine swap in the future, so I'm not really too concerned about that. I mean, if anything, and I can always get an aftermarket header down the line. But with that said, let's go ahead and get this exhaust in and go from there. Alright guys, I just want to give you guys a little update. We're this close to trying to turn it back on. I got the exhaust manifold and everything bolted back on. What I'm going to do next is turn the engine to make sure that it spins freely and that, you know, I didn't sand the head down too much. But with that said, I'm going to go ahead and get the engine, turn the engine by hand, and then we'll try and turn it on. Make sure nothing's leaking. Fingers crossed. Alright bros and broettes, we are going to go ahead and give this a try and turn it on and everything. Wish me luck. I'd really like to drive this thing with the KA in it, you know, until I have the opportunity to do the engine swap that I want to do to it. So with that said, I'm just clearing off the stuff off the top of the engine right now. Well, not the engine, but you know, the car itself. Just so things don't fall in and, you know, whatever. Put my fuel pump relay back in. Okay. And as far as the fuel pressure regulator, since I deleted my emissions, I run off this this little there's one that comes right off the intake right here. I use that for my fuel pressure regulator. So everything else is deleted, so and capped off the things I don't need. So yeah, let's go ahead and give this a try. Wish me luck. It turns on, yes. She's running. She seems to be running fine. And last time I was running this, when the head gasket was blown, I'm pretty sure it was a head gasket, the water was spitting out of here as soon as I turned it on. Now that is actually a common sign of a blown head gasket. Now I have no water spitting out of there. That is actually not good. Let me turn this up. That was actually the harmonic balancer shaking for some reason. Let me go ahead and take a look at that. Okay, so I was a little freaked out on what exactly that noise was because it was crazy, but it ends up that there's a pulley. This pulley right here bolts onto the harmonic balancer. So there's only one bolt in there, and it looks like there's supposed to be like 6. So I'm gonna take off the belt and then take off that one bolt, take off the pulley, and then see what we're looking at there. So I'm gonna go ahead and get that off, and then I'll come right back. Alright, so some good news. It doesn't look like any of the bolts are actually snapped off in there, so but the bad news is there was only one holding it in. I'm gonna go ahead and find myself some more screws to use. I have a bunch that are 10mm like this, but they're longer, so I'll probably end up cutting them down to size. So I'm gonna go ahead and find me 5 more of these, and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I got my 6 bolts. I'm going to go ahead and reinstall this, and now get all the belt and everything back on, and then we'll try again. Alright guys, so I got everything buttoned back up again. Let's go ahead and give this a second try. It was running good, but that like I said, that pulley was going crazy, so I'm glad I turned it off before that broke. So let's go ahead and turn it on again. Well, it runs again. It was running before, like, you know, before I did everything, but that was a blown head gasket. And I still haven't got the rest of the exhaust hooked up, so it's pretty loud right now. But the sign of the blown head gasket is no longer there. You know, when it was spitting water out the radiator, when I had the radiator cap off and I had it running. That is typically, like I said, that's typically a sign of a blown head gasket, so it's not doing that anymore. I'm glad. Apparently I got the timing right, so that's good. And everything is hooked up. I deleted the EGR stuff and put the JB Weld extreme heat stuff over the EGR ports and whatnot. So yeah, I'm gonna let this run and just make sure it gets up to operating temperature, and then just make sure everything's good and there's no water going in the coolant. I mean, no water going in the oil, or vice versa. But with that said, I'm extremely excited that, you know, like I said, I didn't shave the head down too much. But with that being said, guys, I'm going to end this episode here. I know this episode is probably going to be a little long, but I'm going to end it here and call it a day for this episode. I have a few other things that I need to finish up that are for another episode, but that's it for this episode today. Until next time, guys, peace out. Wait, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. You guys don't even know how, well, I'm sure you guys know how much that stuff goes as far as, like, whatever. Anyways, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, because I know you guys are liking these videos, and I know that you guys have thought about subscribing. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, hit it now. So until next time, guys, peace out and never look back.